other places you need to be chilled.
It is not an easy track, and I'm just gonna make sure on YouTube we are good. Alrighty, and we are live. Everybody, welcome back to our channel here in Elite Raceway. We are here with our Season 6 No Assist Division 2 group for round 9 in Zandvoort, Netherlands. In the comms booth, you have me, Lal Rodri, and our fan favorite, I always like to mention, from Division 1, Mini Tony. Mini Tony, how you doing today?
I'm
Another week?
doing great. Another week, another race here in the lovely Netherlands, where the racing is very good.
Speaking from experience, huh?
Yeah, that was a cheese joke, though. Like
It's not an easy track, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. I do think we might possibly have an extra driver joining in, but I will be keeping an eye on the Discord chat to make sure, in case he needs another invite. But still, 17 drivers, still good to see some nice attendance. I think usually when it comes to heading into the end of the season, some drivers like to have a little bit of a break, and but yeah, still good to see everybody back on track. Uh,
yeah. Division Two has always been great for turnout uh, throughout the entire season. Last season was like that. Was last season the first season of Division Two? I think it was, right?
It was. So I think the
Yeah.
energy was there.
Yeah, it
Everybody
seems to
was,
be it
yeah.
seems to still be there. People who want to improve and learning the no assists, which is no easy task, I can tell you.
Oh yeah, from
As
what I've seen,
master
yeah.
yeah, master off, kicking off a lap
But
into
it
turn one.
does look like it's gonna be a dry qualifying session. Unfortunately, Guardians, our weatherman, isn't here today to let us know how the actual race is gonna be, but we'll take a look afterwards. But we'll ride on board with Master Off, as you mentioned.
Yeah, master off in the Mercedes.
And as we mentioned, this is no assist. Mini Tony, since you're a no assist driver in Division 1, uh, how would you say this track is? Or is there
I
any
mean,
corners that it's very difficult?
I feel like there's many places where it's easy to bin it. I mean, the big hazard has to be the last real corner, which is turn 13. Master Off's coming to it now. If you take this a little bit deep, you ride that curb into the wall every single time. It's
Mm.
super dangerous. Unless, I mean, it depends on your setup as well, on your ride height. But under a normal setup, it's avoid that curb at all costs.
Hmm.
As Master Off puts a 109.6, which is a pretty good lap, I'll say.
Yeah,
As a banker, that is pretty fantastic, I'll say. Yeah.
Division 1. I think you're the you're always keeping tabs on the
Yeah, so Division 1 had only 14
statistics.
drivers, but just for reference, Alex Karugolt got 109.4. So
Oh wow.
109.6
Wow.
is pretty impressive there. I mean, I don't know how much Alex was pushing, but
Mhm.
that would have been enough on his banker lap. It would have been enough for a piece 8 ahead of Armanson.
Yeah, I think these drivers putting in quite the practice. I know a few of them joined
Jeez.
in an hour before the race with Leader Leebag's lobby to try getting in as much
Mm,
time as they could.
yeah.
But yeah, phenomenal lap time for Master Off. We have El Capitan, who is in Sector 2, finishing up in Sector 2. Should be putting in a lap at the moment. He does have a Red Bull right in front of him, but looks like the Red Bull's going to move out the way.
Yeah, El Cap, our current race winner, the last race winner, as Ultron puts a 109.5, just below 109.5. That is half a second from his best time on Monday in quali. As El Cap gets on the pit straight, puts in a 109.9.
A really nice lap time.
Very,
So, so you're
yeah.
the lap time you mentioned for Alex, that was actually in Tier 1. I was looking at Division 1 for No Assist, so that was made by Frozen, who put in a 108.2.
Yes,
So
yes.
quite a fast lap time.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. No, but in Division 1, if you look at what Alex put in, it was a 109.4,
Yeah, it was a
right?
109.4. Yeah, yeah.
So very, very impressive. Very impressive pace here from Autron, from Master Alf.
Yep, and I do want to give a little bit of a shout out. We have a new driver here tonight with us, so that is Arrow D Knight. I'm assuming is how you would pronounce his name. I would just call him Arrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, reserving for the Ferrari today. Looking forward to seeing what he's able to do. We do like having new drivers with us, and hopefully we see them
In the
more
Ferrari.
in the Ferrari. Yep,
Lovely.
exactly. But yeah, he should be finishing up a lap soon. Does have plenty of battery left here for the final two sectors.
Yeah, welcome, sir or madam. Oh, as he
Ooh,
goes, this is the, yeah,
let's take the
welcome.
camera right off.
Welcome to the commentator's curse of ERA. Straight off the bat. First push lap. There you go. That's a ERA welcome right there.
I'll take the camera off him for the rest of the qualifying session, I guess. But we do
Yeah.
have DRS Maestro, who
And
welcome back after I think 4 weeks away on vacation. So we're happy to see him back on the track. And it's hilarious. Poor Arrow.
straight back to the pits, Arrow. As DRS.
Oh, up by 7/10 it seems.
Yep. That's
That should put
that's
him in
promising.
yeah, quite a
P2 or
comfortable.
P1?
Yeah, puts him in P3 at
P3.
109.7.
Lovely.
And do we have Escargo, his teammate, as well? Looks like he is putting in a lap time. So Escargo, who's been on the podium these last two races, if I'm not mistaken, in Las Vegas and in Spain, has really locked in for the second half of the season, has done a phenomenal job. So yeah, I can't wait to see what he's able to do. I think Kyle was giving him a bit of praising as well, saying he's really improved a lot since the beginning of the season. So yeah, Scargo. Yeah, Scargo can't wait to see what he's able to do. But he is finishing up here in Sector 3, is going to cross the line, and is going to put in a 110.2. So not far off from our Manson there.
Oh, Infantator in the gravel.
Nice little drift.
Yeah,
on the
Alpine have a strong driver pair. I'll say that, very quite balanced. I think as a pair, the probably the strongest. I mean, in the constructors champion, Alpine is in second place, over 100 points behind the McLarens, which of course have been boosted by Autron's phenomenal performance this season.
Yeah,
Autron by himself would have outscored the Alpine team.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
yeah. Autron has 270 points, and between DRS and Escargo, they have 240, and that's the highest scoring team behind McLaren. So.
Yeah, I think Alpine would have done really, really well in contesting for that title championship if DRS Maestro was present for the races. But as I say that, DRS Maestro looks like he has a little bit of a spin there in Sector 1, has retired from the session. But yeah, because DRS Maestro, he has pace, he has incredible pace. I think he and the Scargo are quite equal. So yeah, unfortunately, DRS Maestro, who, good for him on vacation, but bad for the team, I guess.
Yeah. Fair, yeah, because it's 100-point difference, and those 2 or 3 races, DRS has had, has been scoring consistently points. Has 3 podiums in 6 races, so in 5 races. So yeah, he's clearly very fast. One of the fast boys here in Division 2.
Yep, he did mention he was going to be a little bit rusty, I think, for the race. was trying to sneak his way into tier 2, which I thought of. Well, actually, I didn't even get a chance to tell him anything because I was too busy with the power outage at home.
Yeah.
DRS, the bottom tiers are not for practice. Yeah.
And Autron hitting some traffic, dirty air, and seems to be not improving. It's going to go straight to the pits.
Yeah, I think that was Was that Armanson or is that? I think that's actually a V-Carb. Who was in front of him? That was Chernobyl
We'll see.
Clocks.
As El Cap puts in the fastest lap at 109.3.
Yeah, really good lap time for him. I think Chernobyl was actually on a hot lap when Autron was right behind him, but still plenty of qualifying time to go. We have less than 8 minutes there. Ooh, Master off a little bit wiggly there. And yeah, I do want to give a little bit of a shout out with Autron. So if he's able to win this race with Infinite Eater finishing, I think, less than 10th position, he could probably secure an early championship title win there.
Yeah, because how many races do we have after this? It's 3 races left.
3
right?
races, yes,
so
correct.
Silverstone next week and 2 more. So the maximum amount of points there is 120. Autron has 104 points on Infinite Eater in second place in the standings. So Autron definitely could clinch the championship title here in Zandvoort today.
Yeah, he's been a force to reckon with this season.
Yeah.
But great improvement, great improvement. I mean, like I mentioned in the past live streams, I mean, Autron from Tier 2 to Division 2 last season, finished in 6th in the standings, now pretty much dominating the season. Phenomenal job by him.
Yeah, yeah. And La Rodri, I would be remiss if I didn't give my boy Pauly D a shout out and welcome him back
to right.
Division 2. Our favorite Aussie. Sorry, J-Dog.
Don't make sure he doesn't hear that.
Hopefully, Pauly, it's been a while. He's been away. But, we're very happy to have him back. Hopefully he has a good race today.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have Pauly back. And for those who don't know, he was our he's been with us for quite a few seasons. Unfortunately, had to drop down to reserve this season, but this is his first race back as a reserve. So yeah, best of luck to him. Can't wait to see what he's able to do. I am keeping an eye on MJW, who is finishing up here in Sector 3. And so the times are quite close. El Capitan holding a 10th above Autron for provisional pole, and we have MJW who does improve by a 10th, but not enough to get past Escargo for the position.
Is Autron on a hot lap here? I believe so. And I'm very curious to see how he does, because he definitely has a little bit left in the tank in terms of lap time potential. On Monday he put in a 109.0, so
yeah, it looks like he was actually up by almost 0.2 there in Sector 1.
And there we go.
And he's actually up by 0.3, so it should be enough to steal that pole position from El Capitan. And actually, Escargo out of nowhere just bumped himself up into the first row in second.
Oh, excuse me.
You're good, and Autron getting provisional pole with a 108.9. Make sure you drink some water.
Into the 108s. Into the 108s. There we go.
And into the 108s. I'm gonna make a video of all the times Gamebo was actually just telling me I should make a video of all the times he's coughed on the stream. He always sounds like he's dying. I'll put you in there as well.
There we go. And I hear that here in the chat we have Marshall Red Panda. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you. And Mr. Kyle. who is just asking whether Ultron has already won again.
I wouldn't be surprised. We do have Master Off, who is finishing here in Sector 3. I didn't get a chance to see if he improved. Looks like he didn't. He's gonna go back into the pits.
Yeah.
We do
That
have.
was his banker. That was his first lap, the 109.6, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Beast of an opening lap. As we have the Argentine Hafernix in the Aston Martin starting a lap, it looks like.
And I do see Kyle is giving us a little bit of a of a fun fact. So it looks like Antron has put the same exact qualifying time as Mahazda in Tier 2, a 108.947, an exact time. That's actually phenomenal. That's amazing. That's a very rare thing to see, but
there we go. So Division 2 and Tier 2 seems to be a little bit quite even, at least in terms of the pole sitter. Unless we have somebody snatch it here in the 2 minutes that are left in the quali session.
Yep, I'm keeping an eye on a few. So we have Hafernix, who's currently here in Sector 2, going around the final couple of corners. Do want to see if he's able to be up on his time, and as he closes in on the sector, is actually up by a tenth. So can't be enough to move a position from above Arrow.
Yeah, and see what time he can win in this last section. But especially here, it looks like he went a bit deep. Might have lost a bit of time there.
And after we'll see. Went a little bit wiggly there on the final corner. I think he lost quite a bit of time.
And improves by 3? Wow. No. Oh, no. He's, yeah, unfortunate. As we have Lumberschuvel in the chat, rooting Hafernix on.
Who?
I don't know. He has no vowels in his name. It's just impossible to pronounce.
I'm looking at the nice pop-up. I'm like, who is he talking about?
Thanks for having us. Thanks for joining us. And I assume Fate cheering on his guy MJW as usual in the Mercedes.
Oh, and I got a message from Leader Leadbag. Looks like he's always giving me some funny things on the DMs. Unfortunately, picking the wrong setup before this race. And for those who are watching for the first time, our Gnosis division, they do run with Park Firm on. So he's going to be stuck with that setup for the rest of the race, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
That's the worst feeling.
Oh, and this is a bad track to have a bad setup. Like, it's very difficult to compensate for a bad setup here. Oh, no.
We do have our top 3 who are currently on a hot lap. I'm just keeping an eye on Fat Angel, who actually appears to be going back into the pits. So I'll keep a look at our 3 drivers above. El Capitan looks to have put in a purple second sector. And so El Capitan
improves, but not his position.
And Atron actually looks like Atron has improved. I believe he was down on his time. Escargo, who is just ahead. And can he take it away from El Capitan? It looks like, wow, actually he did improve by almost 2 tenths, but not enough still.
Improves, yeah. Escargo. Kyle can correct me here, but I think escargot means snail, right, in French?
It does.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you ride that curb, you're gonna pay for it. Oh, that's horrible.
That's exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
Jeez. But yeah, Scargo's gonna have to change his name, just like your name, Mr. Mini Tony. Everybody's saying you should be Mighty Tony.
No, Micro Tony.
Micro.
There was a little bit of a moment of a fluke there where people thought I was faster than I actually am. I was last on track on Monday.
But I mean, I was keeping an eye on you. You had some great pace.
I don't know. feel like this is not one of the tracks that I do best in. I'm looking forward to next week. For those that
That's
haven't
right.
looked, next week we have Silverstone. And we have Quali Complete. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yep. And would you like to go
Let's
over
stay
the
in the Netherlands for now.
would you like to go over the starting grid?
Yeah, absolutely. So on pole position we have Autron, which is our current championship leader, followed by El Capitan Escargo in P3. And as soon as the rest comes up, uh,
Okay, yeah. For some reason, my screen is black.
yeah,
Okay, I was like, wow, he got to the screen much faster than I did.
no, I'm going from memory here. All right, so I was saying
Oh, it looks like it's gonna go straight
we'll
to
look
you.
at the yeah we'll look
Yeah.
at the
EA.
at the grid position,
My goodness. Ooh, it's cloudy.
and it looks cloudy. It looks damp. Fate saying Mini Tony Goat. Thank you. Not there yet.
We have a couple name changes that should happen, right? Escargot, mini goat.
Escargot. Yeah, I mean Escargot has been the last couple of races for sure. And as I was saying, so in P4 after Escargot, we have R. Manson, Master Off in P5 with a phenomenal qualifying. DRS Maestro, Infant Eater in P7, MJW in P8, Fate's Boy. We've got Arrow in P9, his first race with us, so great placing in the top 10. Fat Angel P10, Hafrenix in P11. We've got Leo Liebeg in P12, Kern Dog P13, our boy Paulie D in P14, Mr. Consistency, and we've got Chernobyl Clocks, Javi Races, and Darfur in the McLaren at the back
The
of the
McLaren sandwich.
grid. Yep,
Yeah.
here we go.
But yeah, they have about 3 to 5 minutes to prepare their strategies. I believe a two stopper is usually what we've seen in the past couple of races with the other race groups.
Yeah, the chances of a safety car are pretty high, and yeah, it's possible to do a one stopper, but it's very on the limit. Very on the limit. Like you're talking 70%, 75% wear in at least one of the stints, or if not both. So, yeah, I think the two stoppers are a little bit safer, especially when you consider the chances of safety car is pretty high.
Hmm.
Now the question is, what tires do you start on?
I believe you started on the hard compounds now, or
I
the
started on the
mediums.
hards, which
Compounds.
ended up being a bad choice because the safety car came in
Hmm.
at like in the pit window of the mediums.
Hmm.
So everybody that started on the mediums got to pit, shift onto the hards, have a couple of laps in behind the safety car with low tire wear, and many of them managed to take it all the way to the end from there.
Okay, they do have the ready up, so they should be starting up soon. And as a reminder to our drivers who are listening in, please make sure to be careful on the opening lap. As a reminder, ghosting is disabled, so we do want to avoid seeing pileups. So you guys did a phenomenal job last week in Spain. Uh, so yeah, should be a really good race. Looking forward to it. Stewards are
Yeah.
looking forward to it, I guess. We'll communicate with them afterwards.
Well, yeah, this is a very narrow track, so you got to be patient. Easy to make mistakes. As we have the lights coming on, 3, 4, 5 lights, and La Rodri, take it away.
Oh no, I'm not the hype woman. All right, off they go, and looks like Autron having a really good start right there. Javi Races jumping into first. I think that might actually be a little bit of a glitch. We have seen that before with the Scargo, but looks like everybody doing quite well to hold positions. We do have Master Off going on in the inside there of our Manson. Looks like he's going to get past, and looks like everybody else faring quite well. Arrow losing 4 positions right there. I think he's being a little bit cautious there as this is his first race. And it looks like Hobby Race is back into the back of the grid. So not exactly sure what happened there with the glitch, but we have seen that before, and most times it's not even surprising.
Yeah.
But looks like we still have a couple of
Yes.
action happening.
So the top 8, 9 have remained in their starting positions. Now the top 10. With little movement in the bottom, there's been a little bit more. With
Oof.
Aero losing 4 positions, probably being cautious in the opening lap.
Yeah, that Angel going a bit deep there. I think that's turn 10, if I'm not mistaken. I have to memorize my corners. So unfortunately losing quite a number of positions there, letting everybody get past, which is, we do respect, considering, as I mentioned, this is ghosting disabled, so you don't want to jump back into the track in front of everybody. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, really good start for a majority of the drivers, yeah?
Yeah, very nice and clean so far. I hope we don't jinx it. But staying nice and tight as well. We see Artron opening just over the 1 second gap to El Cap, and El Cap just over a 1 second gap to Escargo. But then we have a nice little DRS train all the way down to Hafrenix in P9.
And there's there's a little bit of a gap between MJW and Hafrenix, but looks like we have quite the variety of strategy calls. So pretty much looks like half the grid starting on mediums, the other half starting on hards. El Capitan choosing to go on the opposite strategy as Autron there. So curious to know how that's going to work out for him, especially as you mentioned possibilities of an early safety car. And that is Aero, who has a little bit of a spin right there. And doing well to try getting himself back onto the track. Unfortunately losing quite a number of positions there, but looks like we have a lot of action happening all over.
Yeah. We had a quiet start and then suddenly it picked up.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, heartbreaking for Aero there. Probably with wing damage, he's gonna have to probably pit for a new wing early on.
Yeah,
if that's the case.
And I did want to mention right there on the into turn 1, looks like Escargo was gonna give a little bit of a battle with against El Capitan, and that's actually slowed down Capitan from his gap to Autron. Autron extending it now to over almost 2.5 seconds there. Oh, looks like less. So that's the trickiest part, right? When you're battling, you're trying to catch up to the driver ahead, and then the driver behind is is kind of stopping you from it. But battles.
Battles. Now Escargo's going to get the DRS on El Cap on the pit straight. As El Cap has fallen behind Autron. Doesn't seem to be close enough, or is he?
Well, it is quite a fast DRS straight, and he was closing in. Looks like, yeah, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it would have been a bit optimistic to send it from back there. Smart Escargo keeping it for the next, as we have Tarfur going on the inside of Chernobyl. Oh, tough place.
Current Dog getting the move done as well.
Yeah, saying thank you very much. I'll follow you, monsieur.
Well, looks like we actually had... So Hypernix is actually our only driver who has pit at the moment. Whoa, looks like we have a couple of position changes happening in the front. Master off, getting past our Manson. I think our Manson had a little bit of grass there on the tires, so losing out a little bit there.
Yeah, Hafrenix pitting onto the softs, which is a questionable decision, I'll say.
Yeah, I wonder if he didn't have time to switch over, but yeah.
Master off has a bit of a wiggle there. Into T13.
And looks like Escargo's going to be close enough to try attempting a move on the inside of El Capitan there. Losing the car just a little bit.
Nice catch.
Really nice catch.
Nice catch, Escargot. Going side by side into turn 1, leaving each other plenty of space. Very respectful driving there.
And doesn't lose that much time, however, he is now over a second behind of El Capitan, but you can of course try picking up the pace there on the rest of the sectors.
Yeah, you know he's going to be pushing that ERS button like crazy to get back into the 1 second gap to El Cap, because he was there. He was there, putting on the pressure.
Yep, and we have now Master off, putting a little bit of pressure on Escargo as well due to that mistake.
Yep.
So yeah, we have a couple of gaps to keep an eye on. I also see that leader Leadback is closing in on DRS Maestro for 8th there. But it does look like that mistake from Escargo has saved El Capitan from an attack here for the DRS.
Yep. And Master off is going to have the pace with the DRS to get that overtake done into turn 1. As, our Manson getting very close to the back of his cargo.
Give me a little bit of heart attacks, huh?
Yeah. Nah, these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, it's been some really good first opening laps. Yeah, we have quite a number of battles to keep an eye on. It looks like DRS Maestro has managed to close in behind of MJW as well, so bringing leader Leadback along with him.
Yeah, probably using these first laps to get that rust off. DRS coming back from his vacation.
According to him, rusty.
Yeah.
I like how they always sugarcoat it, right? Or sandbag it. Alrighty, and I do see that we have yellow flags that appears to be the Ferrari of Aero, yeah.
Aero again. Good lad on keeping it. Keep going. We do have points all the way through the grid. As we see. Oh,
very close. Oh, that's our Manson. Our Manson actually losing. Yeah, they were battling it out there into the first corner, and our Manson, I could see him from the view behind. Unfortunately, losing the car, and now over 2 seconds behind of Escargo, losing quite a bit of time there. But really nice battle between Escargo and Master off.
Yeah.
And it is helping El Capitan as well.
Yeah, who, despite not being under pressure from the drivers behind, doesn't seem to be closing the gap at all to Autron. Now, considering his hard tires should be getting a differential with respect to Autron's mediums anytime now, it would be nice to see that gap close and see if they can give us a fight at the front.
Mm-hmm.
But Autron truly has been very, very strong, putting in the work, racing in virtually every division there is in ERA.
Yes.
MJW looking on the inside, letting go of the brakes a bit early, side by side. Nice racing, gentlemen. DRS keeps that position.
Yeah, really good awareness from all the drivers, and I think up ahead, Escargo actually managed to get the pass done on Master off.
And we have a driver stopped in turn 1. I believe that might be
Fat Angel.
Getting ready. It was Fat Angel, right? Yeah. Escargo, I think I missed when Escargo reclaimed P3.
Yeah, that was on the last lap under the DRS on the main straight. So I think usually we tend to see a little bit of a back and forth. Escargo, really good catch once again. A little bit wiggle there on the exit, and looks like that's gonna actually let Master off close in right behind. And
good catch, man. Good catch.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
And I don't even think he picked up damage.
What happened there was that Escargo missed the apex, and so then had a very slow exit out of turn 13, and very unwise. You're already on the grip limit into turn 14 to take the wide line to try to make the overtake. But Masteroff, really, really nice catch. What a moment.
My heart. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he's still within half a second.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He's still within half a second of Escargo. doesn't seem to have damaged his car. If anything, it would be like the rear wing, right? Because that bumped up against the walls. Wow.
Yeah, really
I, I,
great catch.
I wanna. I'm going to want to see that one again. Jeez. Masterov with the DRS. Probably not going to attempt an overtake. Not the best overtaking spot. If you're patient.
Yeah, I think those mediums are now dying off a little bit for Escargo. So Masterov in a much better tire advantage here.
Yeah, you can see how much more grip he has, even in the dirty air, managing to stay very close.
Oh yeah, and Escargo's gonna go into the pits.
Escargo
Yeah.
peels into the pits, probably committing to a two-stop strategy. I don't think those mediums can go for 26 laps. Sorry,
No,
the hards.
The hards,
I don't think the hards can go to 26 laps. So probably. Ooh.
Very close to the rear there from Armanson. Yeah, because from what I've seen, tire degradation is quite high on this, and as I said that, I completely forgot to turn on my PC for the stats. Let me go turn them on. Jeez, before I get yelled at.
Everybody like their stats, don't they?
Yep, 100%. Oh man, like I say, I always need that nap before the race, but I become delusional afterwards. All right, it is up.
There we go.
Alrighty, so yeah, Escargo, the first driver to pull the trigger, switching out of the mediums. And so I'm curious to know when Autron, Autron's not really under pressure. El Capitan was over 3 seconds right behind of Autron, has managed to close in just a little bit, but looks like Autron's still keeping the pace there.
Yeah, Autron, if he manages to, as DRS peels into the pits, Autron, if he manages to stay out until, I guess, like lap 13, 14, then that makes the second stint on the hards very doable. Where you can possibly do, 21, 22 laps on the hards with some effort, right? But it's possible.
Yeah, because tire degradation is quite high on this track.
I have been keeping an eye on that gap between Autron and Cap, which was stuck at 3 seconds for the longest time, and now it's cut down to 1.7. So maybe those mediums are starting to feel a bit rough.
Yeah, and speaking of the MJW with the mediums, leader Liebach right behind on the hards has closed in, and looks like Autron up ahead has decided to pit as well. So El Capitan going further with the hard compounds, reasonable.
Yeah, so Kyle in the chat saying that the one stop is impossible with the tire deg, and that the ideal strat is hard, medium. Whoa! Nice little tank slapper there.
A little bit of a touch of the grass by leader Liebach there. Jeez.
Yeah.
We don't want him to lose it in front of Paulie.
The one stop is possible. Like I have managed to do a one stop in practice, but you have to be very, very careful and take a lot of care on the tires with like very smooth inputs. It's gonna be up to driver style.
Yeah, if you're a master tire whisperer.
Yeah, or if you're fast enough on fresh tires to extract, to really like burn them up really nicely, then probably a two-stopper, you can make up the time. In my case, because I don't feel like I actually can drive as fast on fresh tires, I take it slow and save 20 some seconds with one pit stop.
Yeah, and I'm keeping an eye on Escargo, who's on the fresh set of hard compounds, tailing right behind of Chernobyl Clocks, who is on 11 lap load hards. And yeah, it's going to take a couple of laps for Escargo's tires to kick in. I do see up in the front, looks like Paulie has managed to get past leader Liebach. And Escargo
already, yep.
And looks like Kerndog going for the medium hard strategy. Keeping an eye on him right now. Look, he was on the 11 lap old mediums, has switched over to a fresh set of mediums. So yeah, he's definitely going to go for the 2-stop. But honestly, not a bad idea. But Atron has come across quite a bit of traffic, and I am curious to know if that's going to cost him a little bit of time to El Capitan. He was over 2 seconds ahead of El Capitan when he pit.
Yeah, he's going to try and clear leader Liebag here on the straight, even with the DRS. As leader Liebag goes into the pits. Won't be able to get ahead of Paulie D. Or will he? Yes, he will. Clearly,
think...
Paulie having a separate race. He's not the one he's racing.
Yeah, I think Paulie was quite aware, right?
Yeah.
He already knew Atron was on fresh set of tires. Not really much to compete against. Really good awareness.
So, yeah. Yeah, Paulie's a smart driver. Clearly the right choice. You don't want to be wasting time battling somebody who is going to absolutely demolish you on the tire difference.
And I'm looking at the track map. There's quite a train of drivers there in Sector 2. Yeah. So I'm keeping an eye. I think it's from Tafur all the way down to even to leader Liebag, pretty much. So all the drivers trying to catch up to each other. Chernobyl, I think the only driver within that group. Actually, no, Tafur and Chernobyl with 13-lap-old hard tires there. So going to be two of the boys who are going to be quite difficult to pass if you're on the fresh set of tires. But we do have Atron, who has put in the fastest lap on 1:12.0. And looks like Tafur losing out 2 positions there, going into the pits. That's going to allow Infant Eater and R. Manson to go right through. And El Capitan getting past Paulie D as well. So once again, Paulie showing a bit of awareness, knowing who his main battles are, letting El Capitan and Atron go right through. But we have plenty of race left. Jeez.
Yeah,
it's a long track. It's yeah, but honestly, all these drivers showing quite a lot of patience, right? They know when to pass. They know when to go for the attack.
Yeah, and we're seeing some gaps here or there, but we're also seeing some battling. You know, MJW close to DRS Master and leader Liebag as well, just right behind. So as Paulie D goes in to get those hards out of the way after 16 laps. MJW looking on the inside of DRS Maestro, showing himself big in the mirrors.
Yeah, and I did want to mention, Escargo was in third, right? In the first opening laps, is down to 15th.
I wonder I wonder if something happened.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if he possibly picked up. He did. I'm pretty sure he did run into quite a bit of traffic. I do wonder if he picked up any damage or is just opting to go for an early 2-stop strategy. But yeah, I am curious to know what exactly happened, because he was in contention there for a podium.
Yeah, that's a real shame.
Let's see, we still have quite a number of gaps closing in. All the drivers have pit for first set of tires. But it looks like MJW, the closest battle we have right behind of DRS Maestro, does have the flap open, and looks like he's going to get the overtake done nice and easily. And up ahead, R. Manson getting the move done on Infant Eater as well. So Yeah, battles happening all at once.
As we have a McLaren that stopped on the track, and DRS Maestro cutting the corner there in turn 3. So we have a McLaren that's just now getting started. That's Tarfur, not Autron's car. Tarfur going back into the pits.
Oh, has no tire, no wing.
Yep. Got F1 approaching DRS Maestro, following him very, very closely. Pauly D.
Yeah, and I was looking at the position changes. So we have quite a number of position changes. The highest that we have at the moment are Leader Leadbag and Javi Races up 5 positions. Pauly D as well up 5 positions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think most people that haven't had incidents have had only one stop at this stage. There's Pauly D. He's going to take a sniff on the inside look, but no. But chooses to back out.
A little bit
Get him
wide
on the
right
exit.
there.
Yeah.
And is he going to try going for an attack here? Oh, looks like he's going to back out. Which, DRS
Maestro loses it. The same place as the previous lap. Struggling on those 7-lap-old hards.
Oh, and looks like we do have... And that's going to bring out a safety car. So, unfortunately, Aero losing the car there. And I do wonder who is... Oh, looks like the car already disappeared, so I can't switch over to anybody there. Very unfortunate for him, considering this is his debut race. He actually put in a really good qualifying time and was actually doing quite well in the race. So, yeah, very unfortunate. However, it does make the race a little bit spicy. Yeah, good to have him, right?
Yeah, good to have you with us. Hope we see you back on track soon, Aero.
But yeah, it looks like we do have a safety car, and Autron actually choosing to stay out. El Capitan choosing to pit. We have, if my math is mathing, was it 17 laps remaining?
Yeah.
Not great. Yes, it is 17.
Yeah. So it's 18 including this lap. It's 18 laps including this one. It looks like El Cap might have not had the hard tire allocation choice. Yeah, going for mediums.
Yeah, I was gonna say for this track, what I've done in the past in Lee races, I've chosen the harder strategy. So you have an extra pair of hards, hard compounds. So, and if for moments like this, right, where I don't think the mediums are really gonna be comfortable towards the end.
Yeah.
Master Off choosing to stay out with the 4-lamp-old medium, so it's a little bit tricky there. And I do think we have Tafur, who is a lapped car in between Autron and Master Off, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, a little bit of a difficult position. If he wants to unlap himself, Autron has to get off the track and try letting him pass.
Yeah, it's difficult to execute that, but I'm having a bit of a Vegas deja vu. I think we had a situation similar to this in closing laps of Vegas.
Was it? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Autron in the lead and Tarfur lapped just right behind him.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing because even the game itself doesn't let you execute it so perfectly. We've seen before where unfortunately it causes the driver to get disqualified or illegal overtake, and it's like it slows down everybody, and then everybody's confused, and it just causes more chaos. But best case scenario, if Autron can get on the grass, which isn't the most ideal place, and try letting Tafur go through, but yeah. If not, Tafur has to make sure he slows down after the line to make sure he doesn't get in the way of the leaders there.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a 1,000 blue flags. Right?
Yeah, his best
after the
case,
field is compressed, it's It's
So
really tough.
first best option is just after the line, move to the side as far to the side as you can. Just let everybody through.
Yeah.
Uh, and also Masterov having to make sure he doesn't jump the gun and pass him before the line, because then you're gonna get an
Mm-hmm.
illegal overtake. So I do hope they're listening. Uh,
Yep.
but so far
We
has been
have
a.
the
Hmm?
yeah, as we have the last couple of cars trying to catch up with the pack, and we have DRS Maestro going into the pits.
Oh yeah, he's currently sitting on 10 lap old hard compound, so I think he's going to lose quite a few positions there, but like Maestro probably gonna try aiming for a fast lap. Alright, so we're just waiting for all the drivers to catch up, but I am looking at the position jump. So it switched around a little bit. We have Atron, who's remained in first, started pole, has been leading the race the entire time. Uh, we have leader Leadbag up 8 positions and Pauly D up 9
Up
positions. So
9. Yeah.
Mr. Consistency, eh?
Yeah. I wanna just point out Master Off having a phenomenal race so far. I'm a bit scared of saying this, because of the curse and everything. Safety car in this lap, but Master Off, um, you know, even without this safety car, was running in podium positions at the very front. Really, really impressive. For a driver that hasn't had the best of seasons, I don't think he's finished in the top 10 yet this season. So really, really impressed. I know it's a long way from the end, as Otron is delaying
Yeah,
the
he's just
start,
waiting. He's waiting. Yeah.
and it looks like we go. Off we go.
Yep, off they go.
Master
And
off.
Yatafur is going to move to the side. Really good job by him. He's going to let everybody else through.
Good
And
man. Good man.
leader Leebag as well, who wasn't lapped, but looks like he knows. Oh, looks like he may have retired on the track.
Oh no.
Oh, and as I switch over to MJW losing the rear
Oh my
there.
god,
And
I saw Mercedes and I thought it was Master off. Jeez.
oh, commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Oh boy, leader Leebag with yeah, not exactly sure what happened to him. He looks like he did retire on the track, but we'll handle that afterwards. But anyways,
Mm,
uh, yeah, MJW, very unfortunate for him. I do think that's gonna bring out another safety car, and looks like that
yes, it
is.
does.
So I think that was actually because of the debris from MJW's car.
Yeah. And we have El Capitan down in P13 now.
Yeah, has he
What
picked up any
happened?
damage? Oh, and yeah, has no
Voldemort
wing,
luck.
Voldemort look, and unfortunately, yeah, El Capitan, not exactly sure what
Eesh.
happened.
And Escargo is now in P3 again? What is this race? Wasn't Escargo like all the way at the back?
He was. He was. I don't know why he's
What is happening? Chernobyl Clock's asking for a red flag.
I think that's for his teammate leader lead back, but it looks like his
Yeah.
cargo is going to be going to the pits. Everybody else actually going into the pits. Um, yeah, not exactly sure. I think that may have been an issue in the mid pack because Altron set off quite well. I don't think it was that much of a slowdown from what I saw. Of course, telemetry is different, so if the drivers want to review it, they can just report it.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take a look, our stewards will take a look at that.
Yep. And I'm liking Kerndog's position now that you've put the camera on him.
Don't
the only
jinx
runner,
him.
yeah.
He had a really good race in Las Vegas. Was very unfortunate there, and I think Spain he had a little bit of difficulty as well.
Yeah, the jinx is out of the can, La Rodri. Like we have to jinx everybody now, just to
Apparently.
make it. We have to be an equal Jinx opportunity commentator's booth here. Every you get a Jinx and you get a Jinx.
Or like Oprah. And Kyle asking if it's desync. I don't think it was desync. Of course, we don't know what the drivers are watching, but of course, we also try reminding drivers to maintain a comfortable gap between uh, between everybody. Because of course, you don't know the pace of when the leader's gonna set off, so it's always good to keep a little bit of a gap from the driver ahead. Honestly, you don't want to rear end them.
Yeah, and it's a little bit irrational, right? Like you're taking a huge amount of risk by running very close for not that much of a reward. Like you're shaving a tenth, 2/10, right on the restart. If you've got the pace, you can make that up later on without taking the risk.
Yeah, but looking and Tafur did a really good job to move out the way as well.
Yeah.
I want to give him a little bit of a shout out. It may have confused a couple of drivers. Can't really tell from the view that I got from the the helicopter view, but yeah, if anything, we'll just take a look at it afterwards. But anyway, it has been a really good race. We have 12 laps remaining, including this one, or the 13. So yeah, still plenty of racing left, and let's see, Autron currently in 7th with a fresh set of tires, and will probably be a man on a mission. Current Dog in a comfortable spot, I think. Did switch over to the hard tires, and I think he's gonna have a pretty good advantage against those.
Yeah, because those are 5-lap-old tires, but essentially 4.5 of those 5 laps are behind the safety car. So those are not 5 racing laps.
Yeah.
Right? So those hards are going to be in really nice condition to take this all the way to the end. You know, like you said, 12 laps left on low fuel. Mediums can take it that long, right? So Autron on 1-lap-old mediums, he can comfortably take that to the end without having to compromise his pace too much.
Yeah, so it looks like we're waiting on Hafrenix to catch up to the rest of the group.
I just love how the McLarens like to stick together, you know? They're still... Autron found his way right next to Darfur again.
Autron's been quite lucky because he hasn't had to deal with a double stack, right? With the pits.
Yeah.
But he is probably gonna think once the safety car is back in, so, to for a teammate get out the way.
Yeah, for sure.
But we do have a new race leader at the moment. That is Infin-Eater, out of nowhere, and yeah, it looks like
DRS. Sorry, DRS Maestro asking please to stay off his cam since we're jinxing him.
He's top 5, so you know what? I might just keep an eye off him. That's fine. I'll make sure he's able to to finish the race.
Yeah, DRS, you should be driving a car, not typing in the chat.
Yes, please, DRS. You don't want your AI to act up. But we do have safety car in this lap, and so Infin-Eater is going to be leading the safety car restart. I'll keep an eye. I do want to keep an eye on Autron. So it looks like Infin-Eater slowing down the grid. Autron having to.
Autron there. Okay.
Yeah, I think Tafur and that might be Fat Angel going a bit wide right there. So.
Well, I guess we're off to the races.
Yeah, Infin-Eater is off. We have our Manson closing in on the back of Folly. Looks like he's not going to make a move yet. But DRS Maestro, well, you know what? We will put the camera on you. Giving the attack on Current Dog going on the inside.
Yeah, nice overtake.
Yeah, really nice overtake there for DRS Maestro. But I am looking at Autron, who is on the fresher set of tires, closing in on the back of Fat Angel. Looks like Tafur did manage to get out the way, causing no issue, and a little bit of a
tricky... Tricky spot to overtake.
Nicely done by Atron. It looks like
Oh,
Fat Angel wasn't gonna give
I'll
much of a
say
battle there.
nicely done to Fat Angel.
Very risky,
I'll
but
say very risky. Just don't do it, man. It's not worth the risk. Oh, nerves
those
of
flashbacks.
steel for the South African. There we go. Well, one of the two South Africans we have here. Otron.
We have DRS Maestro. Oh, looks like Atron getting the move done around the outside on Kern Dog, so gets another overtake. And I did see that DRS Maestro was closing in really close on the back of our Manson. And unfortunately, no DRS activated now, but we are going to have it enabled this lap. But Infant Eater with a pretty good gap, over 1.4 seconds ahead of Paulie D.
Yep.
But Paulie, 11 lap old mediums. I wonder how he's going to be able to take those all the way to the end. Looks like that last safety car did spice things up a bit. We have yellow flags. That appears to be Master Off. And
oh no, heartbreak.
Absolute heartbreak. Master Off dropping all the way down to P14, who was in contention for a podium.
Yeah, he was having an absolute monster of a race. But such is Zandvoort. It's just very, very easy to make a single mistake, and those walls are very close. It's a narrow track, not a lot of runoff in places. Heartbreak.
Yeah, very gutting for Master Off, but we do have up in the front, the battle still going. Our Manson with the DRS on Paulie, Atron as well. Atron going on the inside. And looks like he did get the move to stick, and DRS Maestro slipping right through and getting the move done up to P4 now. We do have quite a bit of a gap between Paulie D and Kern Dog, so over 2.5 seconds splitting up P5 and P6.
Yeah, Atron showing his class here, climbing up, picking them off.
Yeah, and Infant Eater, I mean, as we mentioned, Atron does have quite a big gap ahead of Infant Eater in the standings for first. But Infant Eater, some pretty good points if he's able to keep it in the top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Infant Eater, our current number 2. So as long as he scores a good chunk of points, I don't think we'll be crowning Atron as champion today. Don't think there's enough of a difference.
I think DRS Maestro is just tailing or following Atron's exact line. So Atron getting the overtake done on our Manson, DRS Maestro following right through again.
Mm-hmm.
So DRS Maestro is just letting the driver head do all the work and just saying, well, there I go. But in the mid-pack, we have a few battles as well. Looks like Escargo battling it out with Kern Dog and staying ahead in 7th at the moment. But we do have Atron, who is now closing in on Infant Eater. And it looks like he is going to get the DRS here, but might not be close enough to make an attack yet. But I do think in the back, Escargo with the DRS. Looking to get the move done on Fat Angel, going on the inside. And nicely done by Escargo, pushing himself into P6. And looks like up ahead, Atron and Infant Eater. Still giving a little bit of a battle. Looks like Atron trying to get the move done early. And going around the outside, Infant Eater putting up the defense. And looks like a little bit of contact right there between the two wheels. But No harm, no foul. Altron now retaking the lead of the race. And we do have DRS Maestro putting in a little bit of pressure on Infant Eater. So Infant Eater still holding out on the 11 lap old mediums. DRS Maestro and Altron with 2 3-lap younger tires. And DRS Maestro is going to get the DRS, ironically. Infant Eater looks like managed, actually didn't get the DRS from Altron. And so DRS Maestro is going to get the move done before the corner and pushing himself up to second.
Oof. As Infant Eater rides the curb a little bit there, some Tony Hawk, but yeah, DRS definitely, free riding off Altron in front of him. Very, very, very nicely, making up a ton of positions here at the end.
DRS Maestro, who told us to get the camera off him, we've been keeping an eye on him this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have 6 laps remaining, including this one, and yeah, battle's still going on. Master Off getting the fastest lap with the fresh set of soft tires of 111.9. So I do believe that has taken away the extra points from Altron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the consolation prize for Maserov, who really, really was very, very fast here in Zandvoort today.
Yeah, very unfortunate. And Escargo, who was quite unfortunate, but has managed to climb himself up.
He's had a yo-yo of a race, up and down and up and down, and now finding his way back up.
Take a look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like El Capitan has managed to get the overtake done on MJW. Both of them are equal number of tires, but 12-lap old mediums against 12-lap old hard compounds, and El Capitan doing well to get the overtake done.
And Paulie D hanging on with these 16-lap old mediums, holding on to P5. I wonder if Escargo will be able to close that gap. It stands now at 2.5 seconds, a little bit under.
I think Escargo might be focused on Fat Angel right behind them.
Yeah. As we have
yellow flags.
Yellow flags. We have a car stopped on track. Looks like it is.
Is that Master Off? Oh, sorry, Hobby Races? Actually, looks like it is.
Yeah, it is a Williams. There we go.
Oh, it has a little bit of grass on the tires, so it might have gone off there. Let's see, we still have the mid-pack battle. Kern Dog closing in on that Angel. Looked to make a move on the inside, but stopping enough, knowing he didn't have the the overlap there. And so, since we're heading into the final stretches, so just taking a quick look at the position changes. So, Paulie D up 9 positions.
Yeah.
Up
Phenomenal.
9 positions. DRS Maestro and Infant Eater up 4 positions. Kern Dog up 5 positions. So really good race for quite a number of these drivers.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would be your candidates for driver of the day as it stands now?
So definitely Paulie D.
Yeah.
Phenomenal lap. I don't want to jinx him, hopefully, for these final 3 laps. DRS Maestro, I'll give him a little bit of a shout out. I don't think I've given him a driver of the day. I think I gave it to him early in the season, but has shown quite a lot of pace.
I agree on both counts. I'm trying
to think of a third. I'm thinking maybe Infant Eater, or I'm trying to think of who else who has, even through strategy calls, even Escargo, I mean. Escargo, who, as we mentioned, was down on the bottom of the grid, climbed himself up.
Yep.
I'll have to review these, but how about you?
I agree with DRS and Paulie D are returning drivers after a little bit of hiatus. Phenomenal performance Clearly, there is no rust in either of these driving machines. Um, I don't know if it goes against the spirit of driver of the day or not, but perhaps I would also consider Master Alf, who, despite that one error, was really driving at a phenomenal level. Especially considering, how much, like, the improvement that represents over what he's shown the rest of the season. This really was, I was very impressed and truly heartbroken uh, when he fell down the
Yeah,
order.
because you mentioned he hasn't finished in the top 5 or top 10. I forgot what it was.
He hasn't finished. His best finish is a P12, right? Granted, he's had only 5 races this season, but still, he was running. He showed that he had the pace for a, a very good result. Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did step up, because what he showed today was truly remarkable.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. I think in Monza he qualified really well. I could be mistaken on which track it was, but he did really well, and I was even surprised to know he that's Fat Angel going on the inside, and Escargot unaffected. It looks like
Jeez.
is going to continue right ahead, but Fat Angel, yeah, might have braked a little bit too late right there, but Escargot not quite impacted. However, it looks like he is going to be under pressure by Kern Dog, who's going to have the DRS.
And El Capitan, who was immediately behind, trying to go on the outside. Both of them. El Cap trying to cut in and losing it as well. Oh, smashing his front wing as well in the last lap.
That is absolutely gutting for El Capitan, who was IE, and that is another incident right there between Escargot and Kern Dog. And Chernobyl picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Looks like all the action happening in the final lap. Jesus Christ.
So where do we stand now after all of this? MJW now in 6th place.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything. I will say nobody's picked up a track limit penalty, so but I hope I don't jinx anybody in these last couple corners.
Yeah.
My goodness. But it looks like Atran is going around for the
there you go.
Crosses the line for the win. DRS Maestro following right behind into second.
Brilliant race.
Is Armessa going to get him on the line? No, it looks like Infant Eater is going to secure third. And it looks like what were very close gaps have now opened up.
Yep. Fat Angel finishes his race in P7. Good result. Hafrenix, P8. He was running dead last by a 40-second margin on soft tires.
Oh, you're right.
Pulling it back to P8. That's an impressive turnaround. Escargot and El Capitan, the losing a ton of positions here. Unfortunate at the end. I think
both of them were looked like podium finishers, right?
Yeah.
And even Masarov, yeah. Oh boy.
Yep, matching his best result this season in P12. What a race!
Yeah, quite a lot of action happening from the beginning all the way to the end, especially towards the end. Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we'll commend, the race got off to a really clean start. Everybody, very respectful and nice, and, then things happened. We had 2 safety cars and a little bit of craziness at the end.
Yeah, and just a reminder to our drivers, just, of course, just report your incidences. Stewards will handle that. The safety car, if anybody's questioning what happened, then of course you can send that as well. Stewards will look into that to see if anything happened. But
yeah, stewards haven't had enough work this week, so they'll be happy to get some.
I enjoy watching those tickets. Anyways, our final grid for the round 10, or round 9, sorry. We have Autron for the win, sharing the podium, DRS Manitron, Infant Eater, incredible drive by these three drivers, two South Africans on the podium.
Hmm.
And of
That's a
course,
1-2 for South Africa.
yep, exactly. Yeah. We have our Manson in fourth, Pauly D with an incredible drive from P14 to P5. MJW P6, Fat Angel P7, Hafernix 8th, Escargot 9th, El Capitan in 10th. Those are our top 10. Carn Dog 11th, Master off 12th, also with the fastest lap. Unfortunately, not going to get those extra points since it's out the top 10. Javi Races 13, Chernobyl in 14th, Tafur in 15th, and our two DNFs, Leader, Leadbag, and Arrow. So, yeah, very eventful race. Yeah. Looking forward to next week. It's going to be Silverstone. If you're tuning in and don't know the calendar, uh, Silverstone honestly a favorite track I think for many. I think even you were just practicing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a I think crowd favorite, Silverstone.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody a really good race. Was quite enjoyable to watch. We're looking forward to seeing next week. Um, Mini Tony, thank you for joining the comms booth. We always enjoy
Thank
having
you
you
for
in.
having me.
Looks like all the boys don't behave when you're in the booth, huh?
Not every time.
Not every
Not every
time.
time. Like 60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah, you're right. But anyways, really good job for all the drivers. Congrats to our podium finishers. We have our tier one race with limited assist on Saturday, and then we get back to it with tier two on Monday, Division One Monday, and Gnosis Division Two back on Wednesday. So yeah, everybody, thank you for watching. You have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from, and we'll catch you guys on the next race.